Hello. So hope you have your balls ready today. I'm Kat. We're going to do Pilates. So this is a multi-level class. So I'm going to be giving like level 1, level 2 modifications, but this is like a mini stability ball type workout. So hopefully you have a ball. If not, you can pretty much follow along anyway. You just won't be using a ball for support. So anyhow, let's get started. So we're just going to start sitting. We're going to do that spine stretch forward type thing, combining that with the breathing. So here you want to stack your bones. So we have your hip bone, your rib cage are in line with each other, your shoulder, your neck, and your head. Okay, and your shoulders are nice and wide in the front and nice and wide across the back too. So your hands are just going to be in front. If you don't have a ball, your hands can be on the floor. So we're going to take an inhale here. I want you to feel your rib cage expand out to the side, to the front, and to the back without tensing up your shoulders. Think of increasing the space between your hips and your ribs. Keeping that space, you're going to flex your spine forward here, just like that. So we're not collapsing down, but we're giving ourselves a pretty good stretch here through the back. You're going to hold, inhale, nice and big. Feel that air go into more of the posterior aspect of your rib cage. And then we're going to inhale and exhale, stack the bones back up from the bottom of the spine to the top of the spine. Okay, so here we go again. So we're going to inhale here. Exhaling, just nodding the chin slightly and flexing the spine. We're going to hold here, inhale. And exhale, lengthen and stack up. So with that breath, it's really important that you're feeling it expand through the rib cage and into the back. Okay, so make sure you take a nice deep breath in through the nose here. And exhale again. Exhale all your air out. Pull your abs in as you're doing that and keep lengthening your spine. Once you're down, you're going to take another big inhale. Keeping the shoulders relaxed, and exhale, we lengthen and stack all the way up. Okay, and we're going to do some rotation here. So we're just going to twist over to the left. I'm going to put my right hand in the center. My hand is on the ball here. I'm going to inhale, exhale. I'm just going to flex my spine. So here I'm flexing my spine and twisting it just a little bit. I'm holding and inhaling, and exhale, I lengthen up, back, stacking my bones again. So inhaling here, I'm anchoring my right sit bone down, right? That way I'm going to get a little bit of a stretch on my right side in the back. I'm going to hold, inhale, and exhale and lengthen up. Hopefully that feels good. We're going to do one more like that. So inhaling, exhale, flexing the spine here, keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. We're going to inhale, exhale, stack it up. All right. So we're going to go all the way over to the other side here. So we want to make sure that you're feeling no gripping through your body, okay? And that you're just decompressing the spine. And we're going to exhale and flex forward here. And hold, inhale. And exhale and lengthen and stack all the way up. And again, so we're going to inhale, exhale, just flexing the spine here. Rolling the ball away. I'm anchoring my left sit bone down. And I'm lengthening and stacking. You can do one more like that. So inhale, exhale, and flexing the spine. Holding and inhaling. And exhale, I'm going to lengthen back up again right here. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit of a side bend here. So I'm going to put the ball right next to me. If you don't have a ball, your hand's going to go down on the floor. I'm going to inhale, reach the arm up. And then exhale, I'm going to flex to the side. Okay, so I'm actually stretching through my lats a little bit, all the way through my obliques. I'm going to hold, inhale, exhale, and lengthen up. Also the muscles on my back too. So inhaling, hold here, sliding my shoulders down slightly as I take it over to the side. Hold, inhale, exhale, I come up. We're going to go over to the other side really quickly. So we inhale, reach that arm up. Exhale, and we're flexing over. I'm feeling a bigger stretch on this side. That's not unusual. Inhale, hold here. Exhale and come up. And again, inhaling. Exhale, and we flex over. I'm pressing down into the ball here. I'm going to hold, inhale. Exhale and come up. I'm going to do one more like that. So inhaling, exhaling, I come over. Hold, inhale, and exhale. I come all the way up. I'm going to put the ball right here on my chest. I'm just going to warm up with a little bit of back extension here. So here, I'm going to press gently into the ball, and I'm thinking of bringing my shoulders back and down slightly. And I'm just going to look up towards the ceiling and extend my spine. I'm going to hold, inhale, and then just come back to neutral here. Okay? So looking straight ahead, I'm going to inhale. Exhale, I'm going to look up towards the ceiling, press into the ball, and retract and slide my scapula down slightly. Hold inhale here, and exhale, I'm just going to come back to neutral. One more like that. So inhaling here. Exhale, I'm gently pressing into the ball, opening my chest, lifting it towards the ceiling, pressing more into that ball. Hold inhale, and then exhaling, just coming back to neutral. All right, so we warmed up with all of the mobilities of the spine, which is great. I think my dog Timmy might join us today. So we're gonna lay on our mats here. If you need a headrest, definitely use one, okay? Take a minute and it'll really help with your workout if you're not straining when your head is all the way down. So we're gonna take the ball, we're gonna place it underneath your right foot. Okay, so if you have a ball, hands are right down by the side. So before we start though, I just wanna go over that neutral position through the pelvis. I know you probably know it at this point, but it's always good to review, right? So hip bones and pubic bone, they lay in the same plane. Okay, so they're in this line with each other. You have a curve in your lower spine here, okay? Rib cage is sitting right over the pelvis, just like when we're sitting, standing, side lying. Okay, shoulders are nice and wide across the front. We're not squeezing the shoulder blades together here, okay? Because we actually want the reverse curve in our upper spine, right? We want the reverse curve of what's happening with our lumbar. So our lumbar curves this way, the upper spine curves the other way. And then our cervical spine curves the same way as the lumbar spine, okay? So we're trying to maintain that very neutral. I'm gonna put my thumb on my rib cage and my index finger on my hip bones. That's gonna help me to know I'm staying in neutral. And I'm just gonna start with sending that leg away, okay? That's an inhale, and then exhale, I bring it in. So I send that leg away. So this is a great exercise to kind of help release through that hip, right? Your hip flexors are working to pull that in, so your hamstrings and your quads are working to press away. All right? And I'm pressing just gently into that ball. I'm just warming up through the hip here, and I'm keeping my pelvis very neutral. I'm gonna do one more. Inhale, I reach out. Exhale, I bring it in. So now I'm going to release out to the side, okay? Just keeping my foot on the ball. And again, so inhale, I release. Exhale, I bring it back. Let's do 3 more like that. So we have a total of 5. Right? That's good. That should feel like a release through the hip, but you're still staying pretty stable through your core. Last one here. Now we're going to combine the two. So we're going to release out to the side, then stretch that leg down the mat, turn the knee all the way in, okay? And then drag it up. All right, so we're going to take that leg out to the side, stretch down, turn it in, and then drag up. Okay, we'll do one more like that for 3. We'll do 3 on each side. So open, or in each direction, I should say, because we're going to reverse direction next, okay? So here we go. We're going to inhale, let that knee fall in towards the other without moving the pelvis. Stretch it down, turn the knee out to the side, and then drag that up and around. All right, here we go again. So we're gonna do 2 more like that. So inhale, that knee falls in and the ball stretches out. Exhale, we turn the knee out to the side and drag it up and around. And one more, inhale. And then exhaling, dragging it up and around. That feels good. Okay, so other leg. Hopefully that feels nice to you, like you can feel a nice release, okay? So with that other leg. So you can see, I'm not actually gonna do that because I think you kind of have it figured out already. So I'm gonna inhale and stretch my left leg out, and then I'm gonna bring it back in again, okay? So we're just doing that flexion here and extension of the hip joint, right? Just to release, and also just to make sure we're staying very stable through the pelvis. Okay, so you can press gently into that ball. That should feel good. Take it to full extension so you feel your hip open here. Yeah, we're just gonna do 2 more like that. So open that hip, and 1 more. There we go. Now we're just gonna do that hip release. So we're gonna do this for 5. So we're gonna release the left knee out to the side. So we're not stretching it down the mat yet, and then bringing it back up again. We are staying very stable through the pelvis. That's it. Good. So you should feel a sense of release through your hip joint. If you feel popping or cracking or discomfort, go only as far as you don't feel those, okay? And last one here. So now we're gonna combine the two, okay? So we're gonna inhale, release that left knee out to the side, stretch it down the mat, turn it in and drag it up, all right? Inhaling, release that knee out, staying stable here on this side, stretch that leg down the mat, turn it in and drag it up. And just one more like that. So that knee falls out to the side, I stretch my leg down the mat, I turn it in and drag it up. We're gonna do the reverse. So left knee is gonna fall in towards the right knee, keeping my pelvis stable. I stretch it down, turn out and drag it up and around, all right? That knee falls in, I stretch it out, turn and drag it up and around. I'm gonna do one more. Inhaling, knee falls in and stretch the leg out. Exhale, turn it out, drag it up and around. That's that right there. There's our hip release, okay? So I'm gonna bring the ball up here to my hands. I'm gonna do some scap isolation. So I'm just pressing gently into the ball here, but I'm trying to stay really wide across my shoulders at the same time, okay? And I'm just gonna reach that ball up towards the ceiling. So I'm protracting my scapula here, and then I'm just gonna retract back to neutral. Okay, so I'm not moving my spine, coming back to neutral. But I'm also not bracing my spine with my abs. I really want to be able to move my scapula here, pressing gently into the ball, and then I come back to neutral. That's the last one with the protraction. We're going to do 3 retractions, okay? So we're going to glide the shoulder blades closer together on the back, inhaling, exhale, just come back to that neutral position. And again, so we're inhaling, gliding the shoulder blades closer together on the back. And so you know that shoulder blades and scapula are the same, right? Those words are interchangeable. Yeah, there we go. So let's reach that ball overhead. Try and get that ball to tap down onto the mat. If you can't without lifting your rib cage, only go as far as you can. Also try and keep your elbows straight here too. And we're gonna reach the ball back up towards the ceiling. So we're just gonna go overhead. So just a nice opening up through underneath part of the shoulders and then coming back up again. And one more here. We're also challenging our rib cage connection, right? So your rib cage probably wants to lift up off the mat here, but you're not gonna let it. And we're coming right back up here towards the ceiling. So we're gonna do some hip rolls here, but we're gonna put the ball between the knees. So we're gonna warm up the spine a little bit more. And we're gonna also add some inner thigh work here, okay? So we're squeezing into that ball. Stay in neutral with your pelvis. So your pubic bone and your hip bones are in the same plane to start, okay? Hands are right down at the side. Shoulders are wide and relaxed. Neck is relaxed here. So if you have a cushion behind your head, you're gonna get rid of that because when your hips come up above your head and neck, it can strain your neck if you're, if you have something underneath your head, okay? So we're gonna rock the pelvis back into imprint. Remember, imprint is just shortening of the obliques without firing those glutes. But now you're gonna fire the glutes and you're gonna roll your spine up off the mat here. Squeezing into that ball, my hands are down by the side. Thinking of reaching my rib cage away from my pelvis. I'm going to inhale to hold. Exhale, I'm gonna soften my chest and my neck away from each other, and I'm gonna roll down vertebrae by vertebrae, go through imprint, finding neutral. Okay, so to start, I'm gonna rock back into imprint first, then I'm gonna use my glutes, curl up off the mat. Energy out through the knees, I'm squeezing into the ball, I'm gonna inhale here. Exhale, softening the chest and rib cage, rolling down, keeping my shoulders nice and wide, rolling through imprint to neutral. Okay, we're gonna do 2 more like that. Rock the pelvis back, rolling it up. It should feel good. Gentle pressure into that ball here. We're holding, inhaling. Exhale, we're gonna roll down, nice and easy. And we're gonna do 1 more like that. So rolling into the imprint first, then rolling the spine up and off of the mat, right? Top of the shoulder blades are still on the mat here. Your shoulder blades are nice and relaxed. We're gonna hold, inhale, exhale, soften through the chest, and we're gonna roll down all the way back to neutral, okay? So we're gonna combine this with an ab prep, okay? So our ab prep, pelvis stays neutral, hands are down by the side. We're gonna start with looking down towards the ball to activate those deep neck flexors. Then head is gonna lift, Upper body curls up off the mat, lowest rib stays down. Still thinking of lengthening the pubic bone and the rib cage away from each other, okay? So we don't want to be tucking under into that imprint, yeah? So squeezing into that ball, we're going to inhale, exhale, and lengthen back down again. All right, so inhale, start with that head nod. Exhale, we come up. Here I'm going to allow my scapula to slightly elevate and protract. Not too much though. I'm going to hold, inhale, noticing I'm in neutral. Exhale, I roll back down. And again, so inhale, nod the chin. So we're not trying to come up as high as we can, right? We're just trying to curl up and flex the spine, trying to keep the lowest rib down here and stay neutral. Exhale and roll down. One more like that. Inhale, we nod. Exhale, we flex up. I'm pressing into the ball gently. I'm holding and inhaling. And then I'm going to come all the way down. All right, so here I'm going to roll up with a hip roll. Here's our combo. So squeezing into that ball, hold, inhale. Exhale, soften down. All right. Inhale here, exhale, up, prep. I'm going to grab the ball. And then inhale, I roll down. And I'm going to roll up here. Right? So exhale, inhale, I'm going to roll down. Exhale, ab prep, put the ball back between my knees. And inhale, I roll down. And exhale, I roll up. Inhale, I roll down. Exhale, I ab prep. Inhale, I roll down. Exhale, I roll up with my hips. Inhale, I roll down with my spine. Exhale, up, prep. Inhale, I come down. Last one here. Exhale, I roll up. Inhale, I roll down. All right, there's our warm-up ab prep hip rolls combo. Okay, so we're gonna come up. We're gonna lay in the prone position. We're gonna warm up with a little bit of breaststroke, okay? So with the breaststroke prep, it's only the thoracic spine that's extending. Your lower spine, so your lumbar spine is staying neutral, okay? So we're gonna lay on the back. Hip width is good, especially if you tend to be tight through the knees, but the knees should be pointing down towards the mat, okay? And your legs are extended out here. So with this back extension work, you're gonna try not to lift your legs off the mat, okay? So we're gonna take the ball out. Your arms don't have to be completely straight here. You can have a slight bend. And then we're just gonna look down towards the mat here, okay? So hands are on top of the ball. Hopefully you can see that. We're gonna inhale, hold here. Exhale, I'm gently gonna roll the ball in towards me as I just lift my upper spine up slightly. I'm pushing down into the ball. I'm thinking of lifting my elbows out to the side, keeping my lowest rib down here, keeping my glutes engaged. I'm gonna hold, inhale, and exhale, and come back down. Okay, so notice I'm not stretching my elbows out all the way. Inhaling, I'm holding, but I'm gonna stabilize my scapula first. As I pull in, I'm gonna slide my scapula down and a little bit closer together on my back, lift my elbows up. I'm gonna hold, inhale, head and neck follows the line of the spine here, and exhale to come down. All right, and again, inhale, exhale, the ball pulls in towards me. I'm lifting my elbows. I'm looking at about where the ball and the mat meet here. Okay, that's really helping me with that proper position for my head and neck. I'm engaging my glutes. Inhale, exhale, and I roll back down. Let's do two more like that. So we inhale. I'm setting the scapula on my back. Exhale, I'm coming up, pulling the ball in towards me. Inhale, I hold. And exhale, I'm sending the ball away. So the ball is really only moving a few inches, right? Holding, inhaling here. Exhale, I come up. Sliding my shoulders down. I'm reaching my elbows out to the side. Hold, inhale. And exhale, I come down. Woo. All right, hopefully your muscles of your upper back are warmed up. And we're ready to go. So we're going to start with our ab prep with the ball behind our back, okay? So think more mid-back rather than upper spine here, okay? So the lower the ball is on your spine, you can go down to your lumbar, the more challenging it's going to be, okay? But if you're too low and you feel some back pain, you're gonna have to just move the ball up towards your cervical spine a little bit more, okay? But right at mid-back should be a good place for it. So if you put your hands on your rib cage and just kind of, you should be able to poke that ball, okay? So here, we wanna make sure the pelvis is in neutral, right? So it's gonna be more on a slant. Like we want the hip bones and the pubic bone in the same plane of movement, okay? So we're gonna find neutral with the upper spine here, okay? So this would be flexion. This is neutral here, so you should feel those abs kick in once you get to neutral. We want the head to follow the line of the spine here. So inhaling to hold, exhale, I'm just gonna curl up, yeah? And inhale, I just find that position back to neutral. And again, so exhale, I curl up. So we're just doing 5. Inhale, I come back to neutral here. And exhale. So the challenge is finding neutral after I go into flexion, okay? It's not necessarily the curl up. So the curl up is hard, you feel that, but the challenge is finding where that neutral is, okay? Let's do one more. I curl up, and then I find neutral, okay? If you need a break, you can put your elbow down and come up just slightly, take an inhale. I need a break after that, that's hard. Woo, big breathing. Okay, so now we're gonna take it into extension and then finding neutral. Okay, so same thing here, where the challenge is to find your neutral, okay? So find that neutral position first. So head should be, neck should be in line with center of rib cage here. We're gonna inhale, extend the spine. I can still see my elbows here in my peripheral vision. Exhale, I'm just gonna bring my spine to neutral only. And then inhale, I go back into extension. I'm supporting my head still. Exhale, just finding neutral, okay? And 3 more like that. Inhaling. Exhale, just to neutral. And 2 more. Inhale, I go back. Exhale. Last one like this. Hopefully you're feeling this. Lengthening, and then just coming back to neutral, okay? Take a break if you need one, all right? Okay, so now we're gonna do full range of motion. So we're gonna go all the way into extension, and I want you to identify with your neutral position, then go into flexion, okay? And that's gonna be all on one breath. So it's gonna be dynamic. We're gonna be doing a 2-breath pattern. Inhale back, exhale up. Okay, so we're gonna do that for 5. Ready to go? Remember, you can move your ball up a little bit towards your neck if you need more, a little bit more help, okay? So here we go. I'm gonna start with finding my neutral first. Then I'm gonna go into extension. So this is my start position. Inhaling, exhale. I'm gonna find my neutral. There it is. I can continue to flex, right? And then inhale, I'm gonna go all the way back. There's my neutral. I'm gonna take it back into extension. And exhaling, I'm finding my neutral. There it is. Now I'm curling up. And inhale, I go back. There we go. This is 3. Exhale, I find my neutral first. Then I'm going to curl. Inhale, finding my neutral. Lots of control. Going back into extension. We have 2 more. Exhale. There's my neutral. Flex. Inhale. There's my neutral. Back, last one, exhale, neutral, curl, inhale, control to neutral, arch, come back to neutral, woo! Do you feel that? Holy cow, I sure did. Okay, so I like that, working that length, okay? I think it's really great for our bodies. We don't do that too often. So someone's making coffee, I like that. Here we go. So we're going to do our second ab prep series. The ball's going to go underneath the foot. So if you don't have a ball, you're just going to be dragging your foot on the mat, okay? It's still definitely going to be working here, okay? So laying on the mat, right foot is underneath, is underneath the ball. No, the foot is on top of the ball, not under the ball. Hands come behind the head again. So we're going to stretch that leg out first. Then we're going to inhale, prepare, exhale, ab prep, pull that ball in towards you. Inhale, release a little. Exhale, pulse, 3, 2, 1. Inhale and lengthen down. Okay, here we go again. And exhale, pull into that ab prep. Inhale, release. Exhale, pulse, 1, 2, 3, and stretch down the mat. All right, and again, so we're going to do 5. Exhale, we come up. Inhale, release. Exhale, pulse, 1, 2, 3, and come all the way down. So guess what? I'm staying in neutral. And again, exhale here with my lower spine, right? Inhale, release a little bit. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, and stretch down the mat. We have one more. And exhale to prep. Pull that knee in. Inhale, we release a little. Exhale, pulse, 1, 2. Remember, you're moving from your abs, not from your neck, and come all the way down. Okay, we don't want to pull from the neck. We want to pull from the abs. Switching legs here. So left foot on top of the ball and stretch that leg down the mat. All right. So here we go. We're going to inhale. Oops. Bend that right knee. Inhale, pull the ball in. Exhale, release a little. And we pulse for 3, 2, 1. Inhale and lengthen back. And exhale, and we come up. Inhale, we release. Exhale, pulse, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, go all the way down the mat. And again, exhale, and we curl in. Inhale, release. Exhale, pulse, 3, 2, and 1. Last one here, all right? And exhale, ab prep, pull that knee in. Inhale, release a little. Exhale, 1, 2, and 3. And we stretch all the way down onto the mat here. Okay, there's our ab prep series. Okay, so we're gonna do our hundreds. Lots of abs today, for sure. And we have lots of time, only half over, do you believe it? So we're gonna put the ball more behind the thoracic spine, okay? So before we had the ball more like mid-back, okay? Here we're actually gonna have it up on the thoracic spine to support that curve, okay? So you have a choice. You can put your hands behind your head to support your neck if you need it, or your arms are gonna be right down by the side here. So I'm gonna imprint my spine. Legs are gonna be at tabletop here. I'm gonna inhale, pulse for 5, and then exhale, extend my legs for 5. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bend my knees in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, gradually extend the legs. 4, 5, I bend in gradually for that 5 count, and then exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, reach. 2, 3, 4, 5. I breathe in for 5. Breathe out for 5. 5 more sets. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm increasing the pulse a little bit, making it faster. And in 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 more sets. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 4, 5. Last one here. 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 4, 5. Bend the knees in right here. All right, put the hands behind the head. We're going to do our single leg stretch here. So we're going to extend that left leg out. Bring the right knee in towards you a little bit. Inhale, switch. Exhale, reach. Inhale, switch. Exhale, reach. Inhale, switch. Exhale, reach. And we're going to do 4 here. There's, and 3, right, on each side. And 2. And 1. We come up and roll all the way up here. All right, okay, so moving on from that, we're gonna do our obliques roll back. So it's kind of like a half roll back, which we'll do a couple of those first, and then we'll take it into that obliques roll back that we're gonna do. So let's just start with holding the ball out in front like so. We're gonna stack the bones right up on top of the sit bones here. So we're starting neutral rather than flexing forward like we do with the regular half roll back. We're gonna roll, tuck the pelvis under, Squeeze into the ball just a little bit, but keep your shoulders wide and then lengthen back to neutral here. Okay, so we're just going straight back. The legs are about hip width apart, maybe a little bit wider here, so that you can feel your pelvis move on your leg here. Okay, you really want to be tucking under and then coming back up. So you want to feel that movement happen. All right. What you want to watch out for here with this half roll back is you're not just collapsing your rib cage back. Okay, you still want to think of lengthening and just curling under. Okay, that way. So no collapsing ever. In other words, even in life, we don't want to collapse, right? So we're going to take the ball, bring it off to the right or to your left, whichever direction you're standing. Your legs are hip width. I'm going to reach my opposite arm up here, and this is going to stay in line with my left leg, okay? So this hand is just angled out to the side slightly. My shoulder is open. I'm going to curl back, okay? Keeping my hand in line with that knee. So if I look down here, my pubic bone, my belly button, and my sternum are in one vertical line, okay? Then I'm going to come back up again. So we're going to do 4 on each side. So I'm going to roll back, check in, make sure I've got that good form, looking at my hand, checking those 3 points, and then I come back up again, okay? And again, I'm going to roll back, relaxing my shoulders here, but I'm not squeezing my shoulder blades together, right? Got 2 more, and rolling back. Inhale, hold, exhale, I come up, okay? Last one here, I roll back. Checking in, and then I come back up again, okay? Gonna do the other side. So here's that ball. See how it's slightly behind me? I can open my shoulder girdle here, right? My hand here, my right hand is in line with my right leg. My legs are about hip distance apart. So I'm gonna inhale, exhale, I'm gonna scoop out my abs, and I'm gonna roll back here. And I'm going to check in. Am I in line? Yep. Okay. Inhale, hold. Exhale, I come up. Okay. And exhale, I roll back. Checking in with my whole body here. Yep. And then I come up. All right. And again, exhale, I roll back. Yep. There I go. And then I come up. So checking those 3 points, right? Exhale, roll back. So pubic bone, belly button, and sternum, right? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And then come up. Last one. Inhale, exhale, I roll back. Checking in with those points. That looks good. And then I roll back up again. All right. So we're going to take this into full roll up using the ball. So we're going to lay down on the mat. You can use your cushion behind your head if you have one. Right, and if you don't have one, you can use a towel. You can just get creative with it, just a book or something, right? So I'm gonna work hip distance apart because I'm pretty tight with my hip flexors these days, okay? And that's gonna help me roll through my lower back a little bit better. So you can also have a slight bend in your knees for that same reason. So if you find you get stuck in places, bending your knees is gonna help you out just a little bit. I'm gonna stretch my legs all the way out. Keeping my ankles dorsiflexed, I'm gonna reach my arms overhead here. I'm reaching my arms overhead, but I'm not letting my rib cage lift off of the mat like so, okay? I'm keeping my rib cage down and in. I'm also not gripping together like this, okay? We want to avoid gripping, just like we want to avoid collapsing. We want that happy medium, right? So we do want some dynamic movement and freedom of movement. But we don't want to just let everything go, in other words. So we're going to inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. I'm keeping my scapula a little bit wide and pressing into the ball here. I'm going to nod the chin, and I'm going to roll up. So the ball is on my legs. I'm going to reach and roll. Then I'm going to lengthen back up to neutral here, and I'm going to roll down. So this is kind of a combination of the roll up and the neck pull. All right, nodding my chin, I'm rolling the ball up towards my legs here. Inhale, I'm stacking my bones. Exhale, I'm rolling down. And again, so inhale, I reach. Exhale, nod the chin. I love the way this feels. Hopefully it feels good to you. Inhale, stack it up. And exhale to roll down. So definitely not just working the hip flexors here. That first part is all abdominals, and then the hip flexors kick in. Okay? So if your legs are trying to lift up off the mat here, it's your hip flexors trying to kick in before they should, okay? So it just means your abs are probably pretty much done. So the hip flexors are like, I'll help. And last one here, we're gonna roll all the way down. Okay, so we're gonna do a one leg circle here. Okay, so we're gonna take the ball and put it in between the calf and the thigh, right? You're gonna squeeze that ball so it stays in place. And we're gonna bend the right leg. Hands are right down by the side, but for more intensity or decreased base of support, we're gonna reach the arms up towards the ceiling. So that's level 1 and level 2 right there, okay? Hands are gonna be right down by the side. I'm gonna cross the midline in and then circle around and then back. Okay, I'm gonna inhale, cross the midline, exhale, and I circle around, okay? So I'm gonna do 5 like that. So this is 3. I'm only going as far with my legs as I can maintain my pelvis and my spine in a neutral position here. Last one, okay? Very, very subtle exercise, but awesome for you, okay? So I'm anchoring my tailbone down. I have my natural curve in my spine. I'm really focusing on that. And then let that leg go away from my body, and then I'm gonna come in, cross the midline, and bring it up, okay? So I'm inhaling here, and then exhaling. And I'm also squeezing into that ball, right? So I'm recruiting my hamstrings so that my hip flexors aren't too grippy. And we're just gonna do 2 more here. Yep. So no matter what kind of shape you're in, this is challenging, right? It's really subtle, but really challenging, okay? When you're doing it right. So let's take that ball and we're gonna put it underneath the right leg right here. So same thing. So make sure you're in that neutral position. Sacrum is anchored down, hip bones, pubic bone in the same plane, okay? That's why I like to use my hands on my body for tactile. It helps me to know that I'm not moving. So I'm gonna inhale, cross the midline, exhale and take it away. So we're gonna do 5 in each direction. So I'm gonna inhale, let that knee fall in. Exhale, I circle and bring it back. And 3 more like that. So inhale. This is great for strengthening all the intricate muscles of the hip, okay? This hip stabilizers, right? And when your hip stabilizers are strong, we're gonna do 2 more. It helps with making sure that the knee's strong too, right? So really important. And hold right here. We're gonna reverse that. So we're gonna inhale, take that knee away, cross the midline, bring it in. Good. So I'm not gripping anywhere, but I'm feeling that sense of stability through my body. I'm going to do 2 more here. Inhale. Yep. And 1 more. Away from the body and we bring it up. All right. So taking that ball away, I'm going to sit up. We're going to do some work, 1 arm push on the side here. Okay. So starting position here is going to be down on the mat, right, in our side position. So I'm on my hip bone right here. My knees are flexed, not too much though, and my hips are flexed, okay? So I'm not way up here like this, notice, okay? So I'm kind of in like a lengthened, soft, not so much bend, like just somewhere in between, okay? I'm losing my train of thought here. So I'm gonna put my hand right here on top of the ball. It's gonna rest on my hip, and I'm gonna press down gently. So that's gonna recruit the stabilizers of my scapula on this side, okay? So notice how when you press down, you feel those muscles engage, right? My shoulders are nice and wide. My head and neck are following the line of the spine here. Here I'm turning my hand out, okay? So this is, what this is doing is giving us external rotation through the arm bone up here, the humerus, okay? So I'm going to take an inhale here, and an exhale. I'm going to push into my hand and straighten out my arm, okay? Keeping my shoulders nice and wide. Inhale, hold, and exhale, I come down. Okay, so to get a little bit more range of motion, I'm gonna scoot my elbow in towards me just a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna inhale, hold here. Exhale, keeping my body in that neutral position. I'm pressing away. I'm gonna hold, inhale, and exhale, control that return down nice and slow. So inhale, exhale, I press up. Inhale, now I'm gonna come down, but I wanna go really slow as I come down, okay? That's what I wanna do, control. Inhale, exhale, push up. Inhale, hold. Exhale, slow and control, nice and slow. We're gonna do 3 more here like that. So we're gonna inhale, exhale, pushing into the hand, straightening out the elbow, right? Keeping my shoulders nice and relaxed. They're not coming up way by my ears here. I'm gonna hold, inhale, exhale. So I still wanna feel a sense of support. So my muscles are working back there. Inhale, exhale, push and extend. That's it. Hopefully you felt that, right? Coming all the way down here. So I'm gonna bring my forearm back so that it's perpendicular to my body. I'm gonna reach and extend my leg, okay? I'm gonna stay neutral with my body, dorsiflex my ankle, and I'm gonna kick, double kick forward, and then I'm gonna sweep my leg back, right? And again, I'm gonna kick forward, 1, 2, and I'm trying to keep my leg at the same height. So I don't wanna lower it or lift it, it's just hip height. Exhale, I reach, and inhale, pulse, 1, 2, and exhale, reach. I'm also not collapsing on this side of my body. 1, 2, and then I go back. Let's do last one here, 1, 2, and then I reach back. Let's lift that leg up. I'm gonna put that ball in front right here for support. I'm gonna do leg circles and a double pulse, 1, 2, and I'm circling and double pulse, 1 and 2, and circle, hold, and 1, 2. We're gonna do 1 more like that, and we circle, hold, and pulse, 1, 2, all right? We're gonna reverse that. So back, down, forward and around, and pulse 2 times. So you should really be isolating the movement at that hip joint here, okay? Still keeping my body nice and strong, lifted off the mat. And we got 2 more here. We're just doing 4 in each direction. And last one, back, down and around, and pulse, pulse, and bend that knee in. All right, we're gonna do the other side. Here we go. Okay, making good time here. So bending at my knees and my hips, my legs are all the way together. I'm in a neutral position. So if you were to be standing here and looking at me, you would see all the natural curves, okay, including my head and my neck. So, and my elbow is in line with my hip joint here, and I'm gonna turn my arm out here, okay? So it's not quite in line, my forearm, but almost, I'm trying to get it there, okay? And the closer your elbow is in to your hip here, right, the more range of motion you're gonna have, okay? So the further it is, the less. Make sense? Okay, so my shoulders are open to the side. I'm putting that ball right here on my hip. I'm gonna press gently to recruit my stabilizers of my left scapula. I'm gonna inhale, hold here. Exhale, I'm pressing into that arm. So we're doing 8 of these. I'm gonna hold, inhale here, and I'm gonna control that down nice and slow. Okay, so inhaling, exhaling, I'm staying neutral through my spine. I'm pressing into that arm. I'm gonna hold, inhale here, and exhale, I'm gonna come down nice and slow. Okay, so inhale, hold here. Exhale, I push, hold, inhale, and exhale, nice and slow, I come down. All right, we have 5 more, and here we go, and pressing into that mat. So my triceps are working too. Concentrically as I lift away, eccentrically, that means they're lengthening as I control it down. All right, we have 4 more, and press, woo! So nice and slow, right? And 3, push. Keeping my abs nice and tight so I'm not letting my spine bend. And 2, pushing into my palm of my hand to come up and I control it down. So I'm not letting my shoulder curl, not letting it curl this way, right? I'm keeping it nice and open. Yeah. And one more. Push away. One arm push. And then we come down. Awesome. Okay. So you can bring your arm back. And then we're going to extend that leg out to the side. I'm going to keep the ball right there on my hip. And we're going to flex 1, 2, and then bring it back. Keeping my shoulders open, and I'm not collapsing down into the mat here, right? So none of this. And kick 1, 2, and then back. I'm also trying to keep my hip level. 1, 2, and then back. I'm going to put my arm in front here, so you can do that as well. Gives you a little bit more support. And again, 1, 2, and then we go back. Let's do 2 more like that. 1, 2. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, pulse. 1, 2. And inhale back. All right, let's lift that leg up. We're going to do a circle pulse here. Okay, so I'm circling forward, lifting up, and pulse. 1, 2. Okay, so just keep breathing here. Make sure you're using your nice dynamic breath pattern. We're going to do 4 in each direction and circle, hold, and pulse 2 times. And last one here, circle, lift and hold, and pulse 2 times. I'm actually really feeling this shoulder work here for me, okay? Making sure that I'm not twisting towards the mat. We have our back, circle forward and up, and pulse 2 times here. Yes, and oops, going back, up, and pulse 2 times here. And 2 more, back and around. And 2 pulses, and 1 more. Back, down and up, and pulse 1 and 2. Awesome. Knees are bent. All right. So that is that on that side. So we're finished with both sides here. We're going to do a little bit of teasers exercises. So we're going to lay down on our back again. We're going to extend those legs out, right? So we don't want to bend the knees too much in towards the torso here because we're not going to make it all the way up if we do that, okay? So you want to have just a little bit of a bend in the knees here. We're going to reach the arms overhead. Careful here not to be lifting the rib cage. We're going to inhale, reach the arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, nod the chin and roll up here, okay? We're going to inhale, lift the arms up, right? So here I'm balancing between my sacrum and my sit bones, but my upper spine is flat. And then I'm going to exhale and I'm going to roll down. I'm going to allow my arms to come down with me here, just slightly. Arms come overhead. So inhale, I reach. Exhale, I'm going to nod the chin. I'm just pressing into that ball. And allow for a little bit of protraction here, an elevation of the scapula. I'm going to find the space between my sit bones and sacrum. Here, as I lift my arms, I lengthen my spine up. And exhale, I'm going to roll down, allowing the spine to roll with me. Inhale, allowing the arms to come down. Exhale, nod the chin. And I roll up, finding that teaser shape. All right? Inhale, exhale to roll down. I'm letting that ball come down slightly. And last one here. So inhale, my arms reach. Exhale, I'm nodding the chin. I'm rolling up here. Inhale, arms. And exhale, I come all the way down. All right, so I'm going to flip over and do a little bit of swimming, right? So here we're going to be using the ball in front, right? My arms are going to be straight. My legs are going to be pointing, my toes pointing out towards the corners of the mat. And I'm going to turn my legs out into a lateral position. So my knees turning out to the side slightly. My glutes are engaged here. Pulling my abs up in towards my spine. First, I'm going to find one long line. I'm going to inhale, exhale. I'm going to extend my upper spine and reach my legs up. Right, so I'm extending my hip joints here. My upper spine is lifted. Head and neck is following the line of the spine. I'm pushing down into the ball. Here I'm going to lower my right leg, lift my left leg a little bit higher, and I'm gonna switch. So I'm gonna do 5 counts. Inhale for 5, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna breathe in and breathe out. We're gonna do 3 more sets like that. Inhale, 2, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3. Last set. Here we go. Inhale and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold here. Extend both legs out. Take a big inhale. Pull that ball in towards you a little bit more. Extend your spine. And exhale, come all the way down. Whew. All right. So we're going to lay on our side. We're going to do a spinal rotation here. We're going to use the ball. So you're laying on your side. You're going to put the ball underneath your top knee here like so. And you're going to bend it so that it's at a 90-degree angle with your hip, and you're going to stretch this leg out. And before we do that rotation, we're going to do a little bit of adductor work with that opposing leg. So here I want you to think of dropping this hip down, like making bigger space between your hips and your ribs, right? And we're just going to lift that bottom leg. So we don't want any movement here. I'm supporting my head, right? Keeping my knee straight of my right leg. I'm lifting, so I'm really engaging those inner thighs. And we're just going to do 4 more here. And 3. Exhale, 2. And last one. All right, so you're going to relax that leg down. What we're going to do is stretch this arm out here, right? We're going to reach this arm up and twist here, right? So I'm opening my chest to the ceiling. I'm going to exhale, bring this arm back, right? And I'm going to roll, pushing into this ball. I'm going to rotate my spine and let my upper spine come with me. Then I'm going to bring my hip back first, right? And I'm going to open my chest here. Big inhale. Exhale. I unwind back to that side position. Then I'm going to push into the ball. I'm going to twist, right? So just adding a little bit of rotation. Should feel good. And open. And we come around. And then pushing into that ball and just twisting. And coming back to center. Let's do the other side. Then it's almost done. It goes by so fast, I think. And we can start our day, right? So we're going to take the ball, put it underneath that top leg. The bottom leg stretches out. So I'm supporting myself here. I'm thinking of reaching my top hip and rib cage away from each other. And I'm going to lift that bottom leg up, okay? Keeping it nice and straight. And I lift. Still keeping my shoulder blades nice and relaxed, but I feel very connected still. And I'm lifting, so options with your arms. You can go here, you can go on your hip here, right? Extend that arm out. Let's go for 5. Lifting that leg. I'm not moving through my spine here. 4 and 3. Only 2. And last one. I'm going to put that foot down. So we're going to open here to start. Inhale, exhale, take it around. Oops, I'm going to lift that a little bit higher. And we're going to let that ball roll forward. The ball's going to come up towards my pelvis. And I'm twisting from the lower spine to my upper spine. Then I'm going to roll back to that side position. And I'm going to open my chest here. Big inhale. And exhale, I take it around. Just our little warm down here. Inhale. And exhaling and opening the chest here. And one more time, inhale. And exhale to that side bend. And then I'm rotating from the lower spine to the upper spine here. Inhale. And exhale. And that's it. That was our mini stability ball workout for today. Happy Tuesday. Hope you enjoyed that and hope to see you again soon. Bye.